that time of the week again. I don't know. Is this the week? Are the weeks going by faster than usual? Is January going faster than usual for you? I don't know. For me, I think it is. And then on another hand too, I feel like we've been in January forever. But then again, yes, welcome to MX Social right here on MX24. If you're new here, don't worry. This is where everything that happened on social media, everything that you may have missed, even if you didn't miss it, we're still going to discuss it right here. And I say we because we have some amazing people in studio. I mean, I think two of them we've seen already. There's one be that she has dressed like the host of the show because she has hosted a show before, but it's fine, it's okay. I refuse to be intimidated on my own show. Yeah, there's another guy too that's, okay, I think, yeah, he's been on the show a number of times. Some cute, fine, fair, he has some curly hair and all. And then I have a new person in today. I mean, she's not new to me because she's one of my best friends. Like, she's really one of my best friends. And she's also here. So, I don't know, should we start with the older faces? Let's start with the older faces.
No, the new faces.
Yeah, host of the show.
Hey.
You don't tell me what you want. In fact, let's start with you. Please, we are starting with you. Tell us who you are.
Okay, my name is Yaa Bitha. I am an on-air personality, TV host, model, influencer, everything. So
I'm an on-air
and Afro Girl's best friend. Afro Girl's favorite person on
see,
earth.
I mean,
period.
No, this girl, we fight. That's all we fight. We fight, yeah.
But you love me.
But yeah, let's move on to the fine gentleman on my left. Yeah. Talk to us.
All right, so I'm Fred, and I'm an MC, procurement specialist. I'm a mixologist as well. You could book me for your cocktails.
Ooh. Mixologist.
Yeah. Oh. You see, you're not easy. Okay. After the...
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so now let's meet my bestie. Please tell us who you are.
Hi, bestie.
Hi, baby.
Hi, I'm Nanama. I'm currently doing my MBA.
Hey, it's not easy. Calm down for us. Calm down for us.
In business administration, and then I'm an entrepreneur.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
The
for
people want to steal
us.
the show from me too. You're welcome.
Jesus.
I will not be intimidated.
Amen.
Anyways, guys, so we have a lot. See, a number of things have been trending this weekend. We found acronyms and abbreviations. Is it abbreviation? Is it
No,
acronym?
It's an acronym.
Yes. So you want to sack
Abi, you know English teacher.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We have acronyms.
Yes.
That came up just because, and I got some millennials in my, I mean, some of them are not millennials. They are 22, 23, 24-year-old people still coming into my DMs asking me, Aden, WKHKYD.
I see anything.
What is it?
Ask those who
What's
came there
going
say WKHY.
I see my names. What are you doing?
I mean, so if you didn't know, if you're hiding under a rock or something, I cannot mention it again. It just simply means, oh, yeah.
What you go do for them?
What did you, as you got there, what did you go do there? You understand? Yeah. But I mean, before we delve into it, I mean, I'm sure you're wondering, where did this one to come from? Where did it start? Where is the beginning? Where is the end? We have a video that will probably make things better in your mind. Let's check it out.
If you came the street here, open your eye. Open your eye. Because if you know catch your mama be catch say oko if you came the street here, open your eye. Open your eye. Because if you know catch your mama be catch say oko if you came the street.
So do you understand?
Bob.
Do you understand? When you get home, your mother gonna ask you, Charlie. And I think this video blew up when I think the Wizkid event.
Yes.
The Wizkid event when
the
it
Afro
happened.
Nation.
Then Afro Nation. And when people were complaining online and were dragging whoever it is that didn't make the show happen. Yeah.
Especially Kim Promise, especially after the whole...
Yes, the Kim Promise.
Kim Promise brought out his statement. They asked him,
You understand? Yeah. So, I mean, that's like the genesis of it all. But you see, when we are delving into some situations, we know that it's a trend, right? We know that it's a trend, but sometimes you have to ask yourself some deeper questions. If I come and I say I went for an event, and when I went for the event, my phone was stolen. And then you come and tell me, you cry.
Well, that's
victim blaming.
You have wait,
sure.
please, I want to hear it.
That was last year. That was last year. I was heading to Tema, TM, and then so I was on the Spintex Road. And then, like, I actually didn't know where I was going to, so I alerted from a Trotsky. Not knowing I was close. I was checking map. Say, oh, me drew baby, I'm a corner. Then the phone owners came for my phone. But
you see, I have. So that's what, when I'm in some people's car.
Why are you pointing?
When I'm in some people's car, I always say, why are you holding the phone like? The phone is the world for you. This Ghana, this Accra that we are, this area we are seeing. Is it your own?
No.
Is it for you? Is it for
anything.
you? And you were holding phone like this, and then your window is down, and you are enjoying life.
I do that a lot. I do that.
Of course, the owners will come for it.
Yeah. But then again, you guys, you see, this puts another thing into perspective. Imagine saying, Mako events, and it's only my phone. And then I come and tell you, and then you ask me, it's more painful because like,
I may not even have to say it. I'll just forward the video to you.
Then now I'm pissed at you.
Yeah. No, that's the point I was trying to reach. Like, don't you think it's even more victim blaming at this point? Because now, even all the scenarios that we are putting out on social media, it's like once you say it, then everybody will come and quote it and say, you say, what did you go and do? I don't understand. What do you think?
Oh, Charlie, it's cool. And so let me give you another scenario. Just 3 days ago. Just 3 days ago, I was home and then I had a text from one guy. It was like, yo, bro, I think I'm going to go guest house, but I left my money for house. Then I asked, so how were you able to pay the transport to the guest house? Be like, oh, the girl, they hold 50 Ghana. And I asked him, say, so maybe I want to,
No, you see, no. But in this scenario, I feel like it's perfect because truly, as you've reached there, you don't have money.
You don't have money.
What are you going to do there? No,
Why?
I feel like that in that scenario is perfect. It's perfect. But the scenario where you have your phone, you didn't know where you were going. First of all. You didn't know where you were going.
You see.
Then you decided to open Google Maps and just check.
And then the phone
and then I come and tell you. You've told me the story, and I come and tell you.
Like the way he gave the scenario. When was that? I think on Tuesday. I told you I was going to the mall to grab something. Now I'm at the mall. I'm just, and at the time I was confused. I was trying to get something. I wasn't getting the thing. And then I hear my name from afar. And the person doesn't call me Yaa Bitha. Mentions another name.
But you know the name.
I know the name.
Let's know the name.
Mrs. Hitman. And see, it's not like it's like I know I'm the one called that, but reflex, I just automatically know that, okay, maybe the person is around or they are referring to me. And then I turn and I come to tweet about it, and in the comment they're asking me, is the mall not a public place? Am I not allowed to go to the mall?
Forget everybody. But I mean, these type of videos, when it happens like this, these people, they get the spotlight immediately. Now everybody is looking at them. He apparently has a manager. Who has been posting his videos. No, I think he's been posting videos, before this. Is this one that blew him up? But so I'm coming. I have a list of people. We have 2,000, if I'm pronouncing it right.
Yes.
We have Rashida Black Beauty.
Yes.
We have Super with the F Gariba, the taxi driver that was saying the inventory for the foundation. You don't know what is going on. Yeah, we have the Mona Moble. Exactly. So all these people have come out into the spotlight, like doing videos like this. What is the contingency plan for them? Because at the end of the day, you see that for somebody like 2,000, he didn't even intentionally do it. He just blew. Then now eventually, all the videos that he's coming up with, they just seem very... It's very cringy. Like it's forced. So what do you think about it? Like what do you think is
to talk about this, so
what do you think is the contingency plan? Should they just be in their corner and do what they are doing? Because like this guy like this, he's already posting videos. So should he just continue in that line?
not just videos, like tracks. He's making musical.
He's done. He's released.
He's released tracks.
And that's the song you were listening to.
No, that one is another
feature. That was a feature with that, right? But you see, this guy when they come up with these videos like this, at that same moment, people really look out for them to manage them. As he said, now he has a manager.
Yeah.
I won't be shocked. I won't be shocked that very soon I'll start featuring him in videos like movies.
But these people, I feel like
the thing is,
Ghanaians are.
I'm using myself as an example.
Hey,
I came out of something like that, and the goal, honestly, in Ghana, you don't blow and it will change. Let me put it that way, because when you blow, you try to get some sort of standing in that moment. Yeah. Other than that, you are done for. And I won't, if let's say, okay, I wanted to do presenting, and then the video blew, and now I am into it. You see, I've used that as a way to come back on TV.
No, because you're doing something sensible.
You see,
it's
so
proper.
I feel like if you blow like that, do something. Don't music really do something other than that. Use that as a form to get a job. Use that to start something.
Yeah.
Maybe what start say, I don't know, if it's a girl, maybe you know what you know, something substantial that can live for a long time. Because music, how many, even our mainstream musicians, how long exactly? So there's no contingency plan.
I get you.
Honestly.
I get you. But I mean, we have a number of tweets, very, very interesting tweets. Let's check them out and then move on to something else. So we have, so a girl texts a guy. It says, I'm hungry. Since you've texted me, buy me lunch. And then Blogger Ikap says, my boy Big go text this girl. Now see what them take reply hashtag. Yeah. Now after NSS, that's when the real definition of will hit harder. Are you there to buy watch? Oh, you're there to work.
Are you there to stay?
Yeah. So Sunny says, by now, medical 2-day studio, they use and cook.
It's true. You see when this come petty came out.
He did. Dr. UN say, anytime my friend at Sarkodia brings up my awards, ask him. I don't even know why he's still free in this.
And he's using social media.
He's so free. He's too free, please. Now, there might be the greatest question in the world because asking yourself before doing anything will save you a lot of unnecessary stress.
I love
wise people. Which one hits harder? I don't know about So it says, a comprehensive guide to surviving in Accra. Truly, 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 truly. All right, babe, it's your friend who kissed me. It wasn't my fault.
What do you go do for day?
Right now, boys, they conjugate the because you feel use them in different ways. Like, if you enter wrong place too, then if you ask you, Charlie. And that's how we wrap up this conversation. This it will expire next month. Ghanaians hype things too much, and later it just disappears. Please.
I said it.
I mean, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But we're moving. All right. So now, hey, this issue, this is like a law issue. I don't know. I didn't want to even talk about it because we have to use a lot of alleged
a lot of alleged
before somebody comes to
before somebody arrest us in the studio.
So I don't like some things. But a former NSS personnel she's suing her former boss, First Atlantic Bank, over sexual harassment. And I mean, this story is very dicey. It's very some way. It was a lot. Charlie, if you see, I think we have pictures of the lawsuit. It's a lot that they've written, and I mean, it tells you the backstory. She says he's been harassing her, and then eventually she gave in to him. Later on, he said if she's not going to be retained or something like that, or Bitha.
If she doesn't get retained after, he will retain her.
He will retain her.
Power.
That's
Boss,
true.
boss,
Did he actually say
retain.
he's going to retain her?
No, I'm saying he's going to
pay her.
That's what she means by retain.
Oh, okay.
So like in
Financially, you still get.
So at the end of the day, she's going to get. He got her a 2-bedroom place. A Honda Civic, which apparently costs 120,000 CDs,
Wow.
and a monthly stipend of 3,000 CDs monthly.
People working are not making
I
that.
did LSS 559.
Bro, so she's called Deborah Seram Adabla, and this is like the first page. Let's move on. So we have, she said, the first thing she says is plaintiff is an unemployed woman residing at Labadi. The first defendant is a director of finance working at the second defendant's bank's head office in Accra. There's a lot. So let's move to number 6. He says plaintiff avers that during her national service work, she and the first defendant entered into a parlor relationship. Plaintiff avers that the relationship started as a result of a persistent sexual harassment and abuse by the first defendant, a superior officer who wielded a lot of power with which the plaintiff finally gave in, without which she would have found working in the second defendant's office a nightmare. I think let's highlight on that for a bit, and then we move on. So sexual harassment in the workplace, that's what I want to go on. Sexual harassment. We have 3 ladies here.
I want to talk.
You want to talk?
Yes.
Talk to me.
Yes, because I think this thing, most of the times when you move into your service year, I did my service at the airport, and I had a lot of like issues like this, because my supervisors tend to approach you, can we go for lunch? Okay, we've closed. Do you want to ride with me?
It's not easy. No, it's not riding.
Yes, and then
Ride in the car and
it's riding. Please, let's move on.
ride with me. And then there was this time my supervisor told me, I want to go and book Marriott for us.
Hey,
And I'm like, what's happening?
at Marriott.
Yes.
at Marriott. Where are we airporting at Marriott? What is happening?
Is it part of our job?
Excuse me, sir.
This is where if
designation.
you don't have control,
Yes.
you tend to fall in, because after service you want to be retained.
Yes.
Of course.
And
Yes.
he's a supervisor.
So-
And you know
and
that,
he
okay,
can
if
do
I have a
something.
thing with this person, I would be retained after.
Yeah.
You'll be lie.
And then he does whatever he wants to do with you. After service, you realize that he doesn't even have the power to retain you.
Yes.
Then
Yes.
you
And
become bitter.
you know what I feel about all of this? Usually the men in these positions, they don't come out trying to say anything. It's like what you said, let's go for lunch.
Yeah.
And truly,
Yes.
you know deep within your heart that it's not just
Exactly.
lunch. But they will also say that, oh, but I just invited you out for lunch.
Yes. And he starts giving you small
Because he will
benefits.
not directly come to you and tell you that I like you. or
No,
I
no,
want
Yes,
to do this or
because he
do that.
knows that you'll use it against him.
Against
So
him.
usually they come small, and then they give little. When you're talking to someone about it, the person might say, "Oh, but he just did it." But, but at the end of the day, you know deep within yourself that this person is a liar.
Yeah.
He's just saying certain things to get to me.
And
Bitha.
you know, I personally, when the issue came, I even tweeted about it, and then I said that take away the fact that the girl dresses this way, take away the fact that this is who she is. Sexual harassment is a very huge issue that people do not pay attention.
Yeah.
I keep referring to MTV Sugar. There was one issue they tackled, that was sexual harassment. So there was a girl, she was a stripper, and then she got raped by an artist. But people didn't want to believe her because they feel like, okay, she's a stripper, so this is what she does.
Yeah.
But that is not what it's supposed to be.
Yes.
And if you look at the lawsuits or whatever charges that have been placed there, the girl says after several harassment attempts.
Yeah.
So it's like, I've heard it. And one thing I hate about people in higher offices is when they approach you and they're trying to touch you and those things, and you don't want to do it. Then now it's like, oh, when you were also in the office.
Yes.
Now you want to touch something.
it's
I've
so
not asked you to do it.
Yeah.
Then it's
And
like, what am I doing in the office?
happy with the way wherever you
It's
are.
like
Exactly.
you are actually very redundant. At the end of the day, they don't even want to give you any job to do.
Exactly.
Or if they give you a job, they'll give you too much
That's true.
to handle. Have you faced? Because they said it's
Yes.
it's
both
Because,
ways.
Yeah. So
oh,
have
it's
you?
not guys and girls. Why is it that?
Why?
You see the way girls are talking.
Yeah.
At times I ask myself, why is it that things like this don't come up on guys who really want that?
You'll be surprised. Because there are guys that go through this,
sexual
but because you see the way guys are, people will automatically say, but you're a guy, so it's not. But, and you think that you think that it's normal that the girl, but the woman likes you. She's an older woman. She just likes you. But it's actually sexual harassment if you don't want it. You don't want it.
It's sexual harassment, but some actually want it, and then those who want it don't get it.
Do you want it?
You want it?
You want it?
Listen. See. I'm not saying I want it, but someone might want it.
But
and then
let me say this so that they will say that it's someone. Okay.
And then the issue right now is that see, the issue right now is that most of the times it comes to you, the ladies, because men are actually known for doing that a lot.
Yeah.
And then when a woman, as in a lady, does that, it seems to be a bit cool than the guys doing that, because guys mostly do that. Anything they want, not we want, they want.
And personally, me, like, for instance, if you take my CV and look at my CV, you see that I've worked at so many places. And for a young girl like me, you'll be like, I don't know why you're in so many places. Some of the places I had to resign because of things like this. Oh, wow. And I feel like it is because of morals. Maybe there's another person in my office who has agreed to my boss. To be honest. But me, look, I can stand in front of my mirror and be like, you can't do this. Today, when you go to the office, go to your boss and tell him that, you are ready. Yeah. I see him and say, hey, look at this man in front on top of me.
You know that it's happened to me quite recently, and I just my go-to reaction is once I find myself in that situation, I start to behave like a child.
Right?
It's not intentional. It's just I start to make myself look so little so that you look at me as a child and then wonder, hey, is this child out there? Yeah. Like I'm just trying so hard to reduce myself.
They don't care.
No, some don't care.
Some don't care.
No.
Some don't care.
Some don't care. I remember after university, there was this man. It was a bank. I was trying to. I mean, at the end of the day, it's not coming. So it was at a bank. This man took my stuff. He was like, "Oh, blah blah blah. I know you from this. I know your father. Blah blah blah." And then you're sitting in your car. You're using your eyes to talk to me and communicate with me to touch things.
But you know my father. You mean that you are my father's age mate.
Why
you are my father's age mate because I can be your daughter.
And they don't have shame.
No, they don't have shame.
I said months after he came to text me, oh, I've seen you are doing so well. Oh, so you knew that I can do so well
without you.
Recently, I met my my supervisor at the airport. I met him at the mall, and he was like, he looked at me up and down. He was like, still the love is there.
Hey, you're not serious.
The love is still there. Everyone is involved.
So I should call him, and I'm like, hey, this is an old man who is married with 3 kids.
Crazy. They say that you can love 2 people at the same time.
And we saw a couple of messages from.
I mean, I don't want to make reference to that one because we don't know whether or not it is real.
But if you see the way the person was persistent.
Yeah, I mean, they always are. To be honest, they always.
You have
a
wife.
We have a number of tweets where the influencers. We saw some influencers on Twitter. It seemed like they had been paid because all the messages that they were posting is the same thing. Copy and paste. Copy and paste. If you see this lady, are you sure that she's not the one who is doing something? Like it was so obvious that you have paid people to come and reduce the backlash and things, and it was just terrible. I think it was, if you want to pay people to do certain things, then tell them that, oh, please, you can rephrase the sentences so that we know that it's not a stunt. But we have a number of other tweets. Let's read them. They had Twitter. So yeah, because Solomon says they had Twitter influencers make them do PR work on sexual harassment. That is wild. Hey, nah. Because, I mean, if you go and hire Twitter influencers to talk about sexual harassment, doesn't it make you guilty?
Yeah,
exactly.
It does. It does.
You see, I'm saying alleged and everything. Please sprinkle the alleged inside. But to be honest, if you do something like this, it makes you look guilty. I don't know. Anyways, let's check out some more tweets and move on. Imagine being at work on a Tuesday morning, then everyone you know is calling you and sending you WhatsApp messages because your husband has been found out misbehaving. Men are so embarrassing.
And you know when this thing
embarrassing.
Add some. Please retweet it.
I was so sad for the wife.
Embarrassing. I know because in all of this, if you have kids too.
Yes. See, do you know the funny thing is nobody knew his wife. Once this issue came, they even brought up her attending the Nelson Mandela Washington fellowship.
Yeah.
They brought out her pictures from when she went for those fellowships. It was like God.
It's really sad.
It's hype. Enjoy. Let her.
I mean, no publicity is bad publicity.
Of course, so you should grab it. Maybe she also wants to do something, just like the way
you're trying to tell me Sam Olumanfi harassed this girl. You see, victim blaming. She's just using First Atlantic Bank to chase clouds, make me smoke them. What does
I was
this
disappointed
even
in Kobe
mean?
Founder when I saw this tweet.
If you're a woman with a big ass, have your hair dyed and you get entangled in a harassment or assault issue, in the eyes of the public, it will always be your fault.
Right.
If your ass is big, you can never be the one who was taken advantage of. Oh.
Sad.
Charlie, women are suffering. But so Ohima says, did you report to who? Kweku. Rape self, they don't take it seriously. I better get out. And then this person quotes it saying, reporting self is another dangerous activity. They don't get it. You report and now you are the bad person. It might cost you your livelihood and further repercussions. Let's come back in studio. So to be honest, when you're like they report you see, if it is your boss, the head of the company is the one doing it. Who are you going to report?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The owner of the company say, I like you.
You want to report
to HR. HR is for the company, it's not for you. To be honest, that's the struggle most women have about this issue. But you know what? I'm afraid of lawsuits and things. Please, let's move on. Now, there was a Twitter beef. I mean, can we call it a beef if one person didn't respond? Is it a beef?
No, it's not.
One person told one side is yanking on it.
The other person is cool.
Like, I feel sorry that you're feeling that way, but
is it the way you want? You can have it.
I don't give a damn, man.
All right, so we are talking about Samini, who called out Sarkodie in a number of tweets. He was saying that, Sarkodie has blue-ticked him and some things. He reached out to him to be on a song, and he was being unresponsive. So now, I did research. When I'm coming here, I like to do my research. You understand? So according to my research, Sarkodie, this is not the first time somebody is accusing Sarkodie of blue-ticking them. So we are going to which year? In 2021, D-Money, he quoted a WhatsApp screenshot Sarkodie made in 2021, asking him that, so your WhatsApp they work, which insinuates the fact that he's been texting him on WhatsApp, but he has not been responding. Okay. Now in 2021 still, we have Edem. He shared on Twitter that Sarkodie didn't show up to the video shoot for his song Favor. And he shared that the team even lost money. Because if you've made a song and then you are going to create a video, we've put in budget to accommodate your team and mine. And you know that the shoot is today. You didn't make it. Sure. That's bad, man. Now we have EL. In 2018, in an interview with Giovanni Caleb, he disclosed that he made several attempts to contact Sarkodie for a collaboration, but it proved futile. But when he came out to say that, a month after, Sarkodie invited him to Highest Feast, and in 2020, Sarkodie jumped on EL's song Revival. Now, in 2018, Kwalkese too said that Sarkodie has been ignoring his calls and wouldn't respond to his collaboration requests. Ivorian star Freddie Maywe in 2017 also complained that Sarkodie wasn't picking any of his calls, and then eventually Sarkodie apologized. Yemi Alade also shared that in 2017, on 3 different occasions, her team had agreements with SAC, but he didn't come through. When she made that known, he also came to apologize. Sheriff Agunu also complained in 2021 that Sarkodie doesn't respond to his messages.
My question is, for how long will you apologize? I love Sarkodie. I came to sit here and I said, Rapaholic was great. I love Sarkodie, but for how long are you going to keep apologizing to people? Oh, it's your WhatsApp message. If you're unable to attend to the person, just send a quick text. Oh, bro, I did do something, so I'll reply.
So my question is, are you sure that the phone is his phone? The WhatsApp number, is it his phone?
He's probably having issues with the phone.
The thing is that thing.
No, But I think he tweeted about this thing some time ago.
He did?
Yes, and then what was his name? Is it Kim Promise got him a new phone?
Oh, but this is recent.
Hey,
This is the
So he keeps having issues with his phone.
A whole sack.
No, because
what are you trying to say?
you see, it's different if it's just your Ghanaian brothers.
But now we have
International
Nigerians,
people are reaching out to you.
No, big boy, you.
Come on. No.
He's a landlord.
And you see, that's the thing. And every
He
time
is a
you know
landlord.
that you are doing something wrong, because every time they come and say something,
Then you apologize.
go and
You
apologize.
apologize.
So that means that he
know
always
you are
admits that.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
Intentional,
every
it's
single time,
intentional.
it is the same issue. You are not responding.
And you see, the
Text,
fun,
you are
and
not responding
the
to
funny
Sorry, enough,
irony
enough,
is,
enough,
you people keep preaching, oh, unity in the industry, brotherhood, what? Brotherhood, I'm text why you don't want to answer me.
Because, and he's one of the forerunners, is it forefronters?
Exactly.
Of those people who always want, like, he's always pushing that, oh, you know what, let's help each other, let's bring, this is why Nigerian, why are moving forward.
But he doesn't do what he preaches.
Maybe he should get
and you see,
like who handles
are you
his
sure that he
phone
doesn't
thing?
have a PA?
So the what's the
Because his
problem?
brand and where he has reached there, if you tell me he doesn't have a PA, then I'm
It will be
confused.
weird.
No, the thing is that, let me tell you the truth, the thing is that
Tell
he
us,
himself,
you are the musician.
you see, he himself is a big boy, you understand?
Yeah.
And then
and big boys, that's how you roll.
no, see, it's not that that's how big boy rolls. But like, sometimes I feel like he's too proud. I'm sorry to say this.
Ego.
But, yeah, but
Ego.
I feel that he's
he has
too
that
proud.
air of
He has that air.
arrogance.
And then let me say, not just for upcoming artists, but even his senior colleagues.
Right.
Because this Samini guy you're talking about is someone who was already in the industry before
You,
came
yeah.
up. And then you came up, and then he tried to reach out to you. Number one, no. Number two, to kill. Number three, because you don't pick up.
Come on.
Yeah.
And then, so I felt like this is not a beef per se, but this somebody just trying to let
It's
the
just a
people know the
call
kind of
to-
person.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah,
so
this
he
somebody
said
can
he's
let
not
them know.
fighting. Somebody came out to clear it. He's
not
not
fighting,
fighting
that's
anybody. He's just saying it as it is. But we have some of the tweets on standby, so let's check them out. So this is what happened. Somebody was doing a Q&A on Twitter, and then someone asked, please, when was the last time you entered studio with Landlord at Sarkodie, and when are you people joining again? And somebody quoted it saying, not sure I'll need a verse from Sark, but if he ever does need one, I'm not interested. And that's facts. He knows this himself. Or yeah, low sometimes, and I don't play that. Yes or no be problem for him. So it goes slow you and your project go door. He did it to me on Burning EP. I mean, in the number of tweets, yes. Somebody says, and the bloggers will pick this up. If I may ask, do all artists pay for a feature? Maybe the paddy level needs to stop and set business goals for featuring. And he quoted it saying, I did Love Rocks for free under 24 hours. What are you talking about, LOL? He's just a look when it comes to returning favors. That's all. Unlike him, I do my own hooks and verses. I don't need features to blow. Like I die, LOL. At Sarkodie, you know what time it is. We shoot direct.
So let me say something. So,
At this
so
age,
I'm
coming.
Okay.
At this age and with the number of years on my belt, I know the sugar coat. So don't ask what you know ready to hear. Please and thanks. Okay, tell me.
See the previous quote. Is somebody trying to say that someone writes for Sarkodie?
You see, that one.
That's a very dicey.
That
No,
one. We
because
cannot
as he said-
confirm nor
because
deny.
see, as he said, I shoot directly, and I'm not like someone who, right? I
I write my own verses
I write
and
my own
hooks.
verses.
Yeah.
So meaning it's a secret, though.
Yeah, and I feel like in issues like this, certain secrets tend to
Yeah,
come
they
out.
come
People don't
out.
pay attention, but like
Because
you've just drawn our
it's true.
attention
No,
to
me,
it.
I saw it. I just decided not to, talk about it
aware too.
because people really too decided that they are not going to go with it. Because I mean, I think on Twitter, a lot of people on Twitter are Sarkodie fans.
Yes, he has a
I
very
think he has a huge fan base.
fan base
Yeah,
there.
so people don't really want, and we saw them attacking Samini and things, calling him old and that he shouldn't be, fighting with, these people.
The
But I
landlord.
feel like if somebody does something to hurt you, are you saying that you will not come and?
I mean, on the flip
Let's be serious.
side, I'm just gonna give Sarkodie the benefit of the doubt and expect that this should be the last straw that should break the camel's back, where he's able to sit and be like, okay, now this has become a lot. It has been happening since 2017. You let me change
Sure,
certain
but
But if you really is that not
5
how
years
you
now.
are?
Hearing
Five
Love
years
Rocks,
now,
the way
2017.
he and Samini was on it, I mean, we would love to hear more and more. But this one that Samini said, on
Please,
your calling,
my producer said, Samini ko koye de."
You know, I mean, in one. You see, on the flip side, you know, but please, our musicians, try to do better.
Let's just do better. Okay, so I think we have some tweets of people reacting to this. So let's see it. Samini called Sarkodie his small boy on air, yet Obede remained calm. Samini, nobody told Samini right there and then that what he said is a loose talk. But imagine Sarkodie himself reacted like the way Shatawale would have done. Like by now, we go see their blogs. So let me give you a little backstory. I think who had the interview with him?
Andy Dusty.
Andy Dusty had an interview with Sarkodie. I think for the reggae, the Bob Marley song, Stir It Up, yes. And I mean, this issue had come up, so obviously
we're going to talk about it.
I mean, you know, Andy did that. And so he called Samini on phone, so I think there was a whole back and forth and all of that. So that's the backstory to that. Let's move on to some other tweets. Funny tweets. He needs other verses to blow, and you needed his verse. You needed his verse so bad that you are this pained. You still no recover from 2019 AOD award. Massa sleep. Hey. People is Samini. Sad part is he has also left an artist hanging. As of now, he has not even replied to those on his phone by now. It's not nice for Sak to do that. However, the guy is one of the busiest in our country. Everyone is probably reaching out, but you know John, Bible verse now, John 8:7. Okay, this industry never balanced. I think more structures need to be put in place to curb issues of this nature. When the basis of the industry are firm, things like this won't erupt and cause confusion among artists and their projects. Well, Sarkodie is not entitled to any one of you, but I feel like he doesn't need to disrespect his fellow artists like that. If you won't do, just tell them you won't. Don't waste their time for them thinking you will help when you won't. Honesty is everything. This pains or be no try. I mean, so basically he really never tried. That's the point of the story. He really never tried, because even my friends, if I call you and I text you 1 or 2 and you are not responding,
then it becomes
removed.
I feel like it should be these are musicians, they should cultivate the habit of saying yes or no.
No.
Can I get a feature?
Yes.
No. Can I get a feature? Yes. Then it makes everything go away. Yes, they'll go and say that, hey, wait, we boost any features on family. But at least we know that the person asked you, you answered and said no.
You didn't say yes, and then now we are doing.
Because the way they are explaining the thing is like, he won't say yes or no, and then like you two is delaying your project. So assuming you have texted him in March, you want to release the EP in April, then now you are waiting for a birthday, so it will come in November.
I think we have bongo ideas. I always want to see what he has to say, so let's check it out. He said, if in 2023 you are still whining about Sarkodie not being responsive to you, blah, 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 I'm not afraid to say you lack self-esteem. I'm not his fan, but Obedin owes you nothing. Go and learn how to stay relevant.
Oh no.
Annoying.
No, this one.
See, I don't even. It's okay. Let's end it there. Let's move on. Now, a video that popped up online.
It's sad.
Is it a video? Did I even see it as a video? So it was a picture that I saw of a lady holding a baby, and apparently the backstory is the baby died as a result of her giving that child tramadol. Tramadol, and that's a baby. Just because she wanted to go out clubbing. So, me, when I saw the story, the first thing that came to my mind is, do you think we should, and oh, sorry, this happened in Cameroon, not Ghana, in Cameroon. Do you think abortion should just be legalized everywhere, in every country?
Honestly, yes.
At this point.
At this point. Because you remember there was a similar story where a man was smoking and was giving it to
the
baby.
Yes.
Why have a child if you think you are not done?
I don't think everybody can be a father or a mother.
But
not everybody
deserves a baby.
Nobody. The English is not even coming. I'm flabbergasted.
You want to still experience your youthful exuberance? Don't have a kid. Do it when you're ready.
All right, so this video was when they were beating her because I think they had found the child. Look at the oh my goodness. That's the poor baby in the arms of some people, and they were beating the girl, and they gave the baby the dead child for her to hold. Because truly, that's your child.
Oh my God.
Really? Why would you do
why
this?
Would you administer trauma?
Why? Trauma don't cry. Even the grown-ups cry. They are saying that if you take it,
But
it
I feel
affects
like,
you.
It's lack of education. Like
Which lack of education? Paracetamol.
This
Will
is
you
not
give
lack of education.
para
No,
medicine?
it's
Will you
giving-
give
no,
them
giving
baby?
I'm not saying
Even para.
the way the three of easy.
Easy that.
I'm saying that
Please
you see the lack of education has been that they don't actually educate people on these drugs. Because if she was illiterate, who had actually gone to school to know about drugs and stuff, she wouldn't even had the thought to give the child a trauma.
Okay, on that I could side with him because I think I saw another story that said that the lady said the child was sick. So the first thing that went into her head was, oh, trauma, it helps you sleep. So anyway, let me give it to the baby and go clubbing.
But where does the clubbing come in? Why do you leave a sick
a baby
and say you
and
are
say
going
clubbing?
clubbing?
The baby wasn't
Why?
The baby wasn't sick. The baby was just
You see, I'm a bad bee. It's not because of you that I want to stop. You understand? Yeah. But let's move on. Our last story. Nudity in the Nigerian movie industry. I mean, this whole week we've seen, what's this woman? Nancy Isime.
I like that
Nancy
girl.
Isime. You like her? Why
I
do you
love
like
her
her?
acting.
Why do you like her?
like it.
These people, I think we had a video. We have blurred out a lot of things because it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But as you're talking about it, we'll show you the video. But basically, people are saying that the African movie industry is like we are learning too much from the foreigners. We are learning too much from the foreigners.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? Because to be honest, this you have watched the whole series. I don't know if it's because of this that you went to watch the
No,
whole
I didn't even know that there was a nudity scene like that until I started watching. I was like, hey,
Are you sure?
yeah, for real. I mean, I just saw it as a recommendation from Netflix,
Okay,
and then I started
you
watching it. And
But
I was
the
like,
whole movie, like the whole series, what's it about?
So it's tackling issues like drug trafficking.
Okay.
People in higher power in
So
politics
that nudity scene is just that part.
it's a part of it. I mean, people will watch it and then just focus on the part that is nudity. But to me, it was a very symbolic scene.
Okay.
You know, we have people in these drug cartels that will send young girls to spy. So in that scene, the politician thought she had been sent as a spy.
But drag there, did they find it under the
So
breast?
he told his bodyguard to, you know,
But under the breast.
and you know, he's just trying to check if she has any secret weapons.
But he said under the breast.
Well,
Then
that's how he
Where
does
is it hanging?
Well, you know, I just feel like on one side, I always like to say that on one side, I feel like we're just being hypocrites. Because you watch movies like 50 Shades of Grey.
Hey,
50
oh, you
Shades
back.
Dark.
300.
You
But
understand
of course.
Pirates.
Hey, wait,
Yeah,
we did
yeah,
list, we did list. Yeah,
Yeah,
50 Shades of Grey is
5
by 365 days.
Yes, and you are happy,
Hey,
you are
you
opening
people.
your eyes and you are watching
But then
them,
when
you are
our own
smiling.
people,
But it's your own people
want to
then-
show you some, you know.
Africa.
But then again,
this
this is
Africa for you.
Africa.
Yeah.
You understand? This is
Black
Africa,
money
and
mentality.
Our
then
morals are
Setting-
different.
Which morals?
the way we have been, you know, even in Africa, everybody was brought up differently.
Yes.
There are certain families that won't
Yeah.
find that offensive. But in my family, for instance, my
Ha.
father would say,
You
"Hey,"
cannot sit down. If the scene comes, then you have to
then you have to remove your eye that you're looking for a
Yeah.
remote. because you cannot be
You
watching
can't open
things
your
like
eyes
that.
like that.
So I feel like African movie industry, we can shoot scenes like that, but maybe help the audience to understand that we have stunt doubles, we have body
Oh yeah,
doubles.
let's just clear the air. It wasn't Nancy Isime. It's not her breast and butt that you saw. It's she had a stunt double. So they shot the scene and then they brought somebody who was willing to show her boobs and her ass on.
And I don't
TV.
even
So
know
it's
why
not
they're
her.
making noise because in Anikulapo, Bimbo Ademoye too, there was a scene where she
Like
showed
that.
the boobs and
Oh,
later.
sorry, body double.
Yes.
Yes. It's stunt double. No.
I know,
Sorry,
yeah,
ma.
body
Sorry,
double.
sorry, please.
Body double.
Body double.
And there was a scene where Bimbo too, she had to show, and that was also a body double.
Yeah,
so,
so,
just
okay.
let us be open-minded, but also try to tone it down a little bit
Babe,
because the
this
boobs
one,
and
this,
the ass.
this particular one, see, did you see the way we blurred the thing? You can't even see the rest of the movie.
Maybe
Like,
if it was just the butt, I could have understood because people walk around in bikinis. But when they came, I was like,
Yeah.
My Lord and my God.
I think we have some tweets talking about it, so let's see it. We have tweets. They said nudity is not part of our culture. Shantytown is about crime, prostitution, corruption, etc. If it's culture you are looking for, go and watch AM Epic and stop disturbing us,
Thank
please.
you. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. One interesting question is, how does Z World manage to portray all these things of crime, prostitution, cheating partners, etc. in their movies without going against decency and culture, but still millions of women and men watch Z World movies? I beg, we are not comparing ourselves to Z World. So this is a senator in Nigeria, Chuba Peter Obi. Hey, is it Peter Obi?
Yeah, Peter Obi.
Hey, wow. Nancy Isime, this is unprofessional. Why are you telling us? Is it necessary? Why accepting the role if you can't be proud of it? At least allow the movie sell small now. The pressure to appear decent, do this one. Kuku shared the body double handle. Let's appreciate it. Let's appreciate it. Okay, so I think that's about it. We've had a very interesting conversation, but sadly, 1 hour has come to an end.
I always hate it when it comes to...
When it comes to an end, I will sack you. You will not come back here. Do you know that?
Come back.
You will not come here.
This week I've had 2 wins with MFI and you.
Please, let's wrap this up. Kindly share your details, like where people can find you on social media, and then we move. Fred?
Yeah, so on Instagram, I'm Freddy_Brown. But I'm more active on Snap. As she said, when she got here, she was like,
I know you. You know, I nearly texted him one time and I said, how do I know you? Because I mean,
but you too, why are you streaking?
No, it's normal, because you can't be in my list. And of course, you ought to streak.
I beg. Please. Nahama, you don't know the person, but you're streaking the person, and it's normal.
No, so relax. If I don't know, how did you get to my friends list?
Maybe you went to follow, you added each other.
Username.
Please, Nahama, talk to me.
I'm on Instagram. I'm Nana. Underscore.
Moving on.
Yeah. Underscore Nana.
Your name is so. NVNA underscore Ama underscore. Okay. Bitha.
So you can find me on Twitter at Yaa Bitha and on Instagram _Yaa.Bitha_. Basically it.
All right, so that's how we wrap up today's MX Social with me, the Afro Girl. You can find me on all social media platforms at _Afro Girl. Please follow my YouTube channel, the Afro Girl channel. Thank you, and I'll see you next week. Bye. Don't worry, be happy.